Hi there! This is a walkthrough of how to record documents to the county using the Simplifile software. We will first go over initial admin configuration. Then we'll dive into the interface, which will include how to upload your documents, edit them to be compatible with county requirements, submitting the final package, keeping track of its status, and running reports. Then at the end, you'll see a sample process for the City of Homestead. Before we start, just be aware that after logging into Simplifile, you will have access to additional help resources under the question mark icon.
Well, let's go ahead and get started. When you log into your Simplifile account, it will bring you to your Packages page. On this page, you'll find created packages, along with the statuses for each one of those packages. This is account-wide, so if you have multiple people in your Office e-recording, you'll be able to see all of their packages here, as well as your own. On the left-hand side, this is our navigation bar. When an account is first set up, a payment account needs to be entered in. That's the first step. And this responsibility is for the administrator. As an administrator, there are 3 different payment methods to choose from. We have ACH, which is recommended. We also have an e-check and a credit or debit card option. There are 4 fees that everyone should be aware of. Those are recording fees, submission fees, taxes, and license fee. The recording fees and taxes are county fees. Submission fee and license fee are Simplifile fees. The submission fee is per document, and the license fee is an annual fee. After the payment account is set up, the next step for an administrator is to add all of their users into the account. They do that by clicking on the Users tab in the navigation bar. Up in the top right, you'll add a user, enter in the email address for the individual, and then select the role that you want that individual to have. An email is then sent to them. They're able to enter in their own username and password and sign into the account. On this page is a list of document types for each county. Each county maintains their own list of accepted document types for e-recording. For example, one county might only accept 20 document types, another might accept 200, so this list does vary. Before you create a package, however, if you're curious and you want to see if a county accepts a certain document type or not, all you have to do is come in here and left-click right next to the county to view their document type list. I'm going to click back on Packages, and we are going to create and submit a package next. The first step to creating a package is to select the destination. So you're going to click inside the box up here at the top, start typing in the name of the county, and it will pull it up for you. We also keep track of all the recent counties you've selected here as well. The next step is to enter a package name. This is for internal identification. It's to help you identify the documents in the package. And most of the time, it'll be entered in as a client's name, a file number, or a property address. You'll notice here, I usually enter in a combination. So I enter in the last name of the client with the year and the file number. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in my package name. And then I'm going to click Create. This brings us into our package details page. You'll see highlighted that we need to select a document type next. Now, if you have multiple documents that need to be recorded in the same package, you want to scan and upload your documents separately. You also want to make sure that you upload them in the order that you want them recorded in. Now, as you create packages for certain counties, our system will start to keep track of all your frequently used document types, and it will put those up at the top of the list as you can see here. So I'm going to select a deed, and then over on the right, I'm going to add the document to the package. So I'm going to left click here. This brings us into our document viewer page. You'll notice there are 3 different ways of getting your documents into our system. You can drag and drop the document, scan it directly into Simplifile, or you can upload the document. Now, we do recommend for the best document quality that you scan your documents in black and white. Make sure the resolution is at 300 dpi, and the formatting either needs to be a PDF or a TIFF. So once again, it's black and white, 300 dpi, PDF, or TIFF. Now I'm going to come in and upload my document. I've already got it scanned in here. When the document's uploaded, you want to pay attention to the different margins. The blue line that goes around the document, this is called a print margin. It will always be there no matter the county you select. The green dotted line, this is called a county margin. It's not always going to be there, and it might look different depending on the county you select. Now, the reason why some counties have a margin is to ensure they have enough room for their stamp. Up at the top of the screen under Tools, we do have some editing tools available here. I'm going to go over 3 of the more popular tools so that you're aware of those. The first tool is called a drag and resize. It allows you to drag and resize the page. You can also resize the document to letter or to legal size, depending on how you scanned and uploaded your document. So when I click on the tool, you'll see those options up here at the top. The first one, drag and resize, allows me to left click right on the document and drag it around on the page. So this is the tool you would use to make sure your document fits inside the county margin. This margin is down quite far on the page, so when I move the document down, you'll notice it's going outside both of those margins underneath. So with this same tool, you can resize the document. In each corner, there's a green square. I usually use the top left. If you click on it and drag it towards the outside of the screen, it makes the document bigger. If you drag it towards the inside of the screen, it makes it smaller. And then once again, you just left click and drag the document where you want it to fit. With each one of the tools we have up in the top left, you will have the option to apply the change to the current page, selected pages, or to all pages. I'm just going to leave this at current page. Up in the top right, you can either cancel or apply the change, and I'm going to apply that. The next tool I want to point out is the contrast tool. This allows you to make your documents lighter or darker within our system. With this tool, there's 2 options. You can apply the contrast to the entire page. Usually if there's an issue with one page, there's going to be an issue with all of the pages of the document that you uploaded. So if you need to change that to all pages, feel free to do so. The second option applies the contrast to a certain area on a page. Most of the time, this is used on a signature or the notary stamp to make it darker. So I'm going to show you real quick how this works. I'm going to go down to page 2, which is my signature page. And let's say that both of the printed names were too light. I would click Contrast, select that second option, and then I'm going to left click and highlight the names. You'll see them highlighted in blue. Then we need to select our contrast level. You'll see up here we have an option lighter to darker. I'm going to select darker. And you'll be able to see what it will look like before you apply that change. The last tool I want to point out is the trash can or the delete tool. This is used if you accidentally upload the wrong document or if you just need to remove a few pages. You will also notice there's a trash can up in the top right of each one of the pages that you uploaded. If you ever need to remove one page of the document, this is the quickest way to do so. So hopefully you find these tools helpful. On the left-hand side of this page, we've got our document in blue. This is the warranty deed that I uploaded for recording. Under that, there's an option for supporting documents. Supporting documents are not recorded. An example would be a sales disclosure or a tax affidavit. Now, there are some states and counties that won't have any supporting documents, so you might not see this as an option. The pink box is going to include county requirements. This is specific to the county you've selected. Every county is different. So some counties, there won't be a pink box at all. Other counties, they might have quite a bit of information in there. You just want to make sure if there is information that you read over it and follow what the county's asking you to do. This will also help you to avoid rejections. Under the pink box, we have our indexing fields. The indexing fields are generated by the county and the document type that you select. So these fields will vary depending on those two things. Any field that is highlighted is a required field. You have to put something in there, otherwise you won't be able to send it to the county for recording. So based on the county and document type I've selected, I need to enter in a grantor, grantee, and consideration amount. Now all this information should be on the document. So for grantor, looking at my document, I can see Thomas Anderson. I'm going to enter in his name, followed by the plus sign over on the right. Now you'll notice when I click that plus sign, the name goes up above and it opens up this field so we can add multiple names. You do want to remember to index each name separately. So for grantee, I do have two names. I have John Doe and Jane Doe. So I'm going to enter in each one of these names followed by the plus sign. So now we have all three party names indexed. The consideration field, you're only going to see this if it's a document type that you would normally pay taxes on. And at the bottom where it says recording fees, this is Simplifile's estimation for this document. So we take the fee schedule for each county and we put it in our system. And then depending on the document type you select, how many pages, your indexing, all that information helps us generate our estimation. So right now it's just showing a $13 recording fee for this 2-page deed. That number will change as soon as I put in a consideration amount. And it will just add in the taxes owed. You can click on the estimation, it's a hyperlink, and it will provide a breakdown of the fees. We do want this to match up with what you're anticipating. If it doesn't match up, double check your information to make sure everything is correct. Down at the bottom left, we've got two other options here. So if you do have multiple documents that need to be recorded in the same package, you're going to click Add New Doc. This will then ask you to select your next document type. You'll upload it and go through the same process we just went through. Once you get to the point where you're finished with the package, you're going to click Done. This will bring you back to the package details page. Now, as a side note, you can make some changes on this page. You can change the package name, the county, and the document type. And you do want to remember to double check all this information to make sure everything is correct before you send it to the county for recording. The status on the document is important. It needs to be in a ready status in order for you to click the submit button found up in the top right. If your document is in draft, you want to click on your document name, which is found right above the document type. So I'm going to click on Test Warranty Deed, and this will bring us back into the document viewer page for this specific document. At the bottom of the details page, we will provide an estimated total for the whole package, along with the payment account that's going to be used. At this point, I am ready to send the document to the county, so I'm going to click Submit. And it gives us one last chance to confirm that we do want to send it to the county. If you ever see a pink box in here, this is an alert letting you know that there might be delays in getting your documents recorded. Maybe the county is closed for the day or closed for a holiday, anything like that, we will let you be aware of. At the bottom, there's a box you can check if you want to receive an email notification once the package has been recorded or rejected. When you submit the package, another box pops up letting you know that it has been successfully sent to the county. You just click OK, and it brings you back to your packages page and you're done. So hopefully you find that process fairly easy. So here's my package for Anderson. It is in a sent status, and it usually doesn't take too long for it to go from sent to received. When it's received, that lets you know it is in the county software system, and at that point, it will either come back as being rejected or recorded. You'll notice in the status column, we do have different icons here for the different statuses. When a package comes back and it's been rejected, it'll have a red thumbs down. If you want to see the rejection reason, all you have to do is left click right on the status. So I'm going to click on rejected. Another box pops up and you can see the rejection reason in red. So for this package, it says missing legal description. Common rejection reasons include issues with the document quality or if there's something missing or incorrect on the document itself. Now, some people do feel if they get a package rejected that they need to start over and recreate the package. You don't have to do that. To save time, you can go into the same package you already created by clicking on your package name. This will bring you back into the package details page, and from there you can go in and make corrections and resubmit. When a package comes back and it's been recorded, it'll have a green thumbs up. And on the right-hand side in the actions column, you can either download or print the documents. A common question we get asked is time frame. People want to know how long it's going to take to get the documents back. Underneath each county, we will provide an average turnaround time. This is an estimation on how long we feel it might take to get your documents back. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm in a test county and I recorded with a test or in a test environment and I recorded with a test county. So on my end, it just says unknown. What you'll see is something more like 3 to 5 hours or something like that. So it'll give you that time frame. But if you want more information, you can click right on the county. So I'm going to click on Test County, North Dakota. And it brings us into a new page with county information. At the bottom, it will show known packages in queue. Now, this is my favorite feature that we have available. This is Simplifile's queue for the specific county. So you're able to come in and see how many packages are ahead of yours and where the county is with their recordings. There's a couple of other things I want to point out in the navigation bar. We do have a reports option available. You can come in and you can generate your own report. We do have quite a few options available. My recommendation is the banking detail report that provides the most information, I feel. We also have a way to schedule reports. So if you know that you want a specific report, you can schedule that and let us know the frequency that you want that. And all of these reports are free. Underneath reports is our search feature. This is where packages are archived. So keep in mind, once a package has been recorded, it's not going to stay on the packages page forever. At some point, it will be archived. And you can search in here by package name, county, date range. There's a lot of different ways to search in here. The last thing I want to point out is your Simplifile toolbar, which is found up in the top right of your screen. You'll have your initials up here. You'll have your profile information, also where you'll log out of the account if you need to. Next to that is the phone icon. This has 3 different ways of reaching out to our support team. You can call, chat, or open a support ticket with them. And then the question mark has help and resources. So if you get stuck, this is a great place to go as well. We have documentation, release notes, a video library. One of the most common questions I get asked with the webinar when I'm doing trainings is, do we record the training? And I don't record these webinars, but we do have a video in the video library. You can come in and type in new user. You'll find a new user training for e-recording submitters. So it goes over the basics of what I've covered in this webinar.
You will now see an example from the City of Homestead Code Enforcement Department. The department has 4 release documents, all related to different parties, needing to be recorded with Miami-Dade County. The way they will achieve this is to first create a package. Then, they will upload all 4 release documents to this single package. And then finally, submit this package to the county. Let's begin. When you log in for the first time, I recommend you click the gear icon. Then select your default department and choose Miami-Dade County. This selection will apply to all future submittals and will save you time. First, we are going to give our package a name and then click Create. Choose the document type being uploaded. In this example, it is a release. Then choose to upload your first release document. If the formatting looks okay, go ahead and populate the required fields on the left side. Give the document a name. In this case, we are entering the folio number. The grantor will be the City of Homestead. For the grantee, we are entering the name of the party for which this release is associated with. Click the subsequent checkbox to confirm your document complies with the county statute. Click on Add New Doc. Select the document type again and upload your second release document. If formatting looks good, then complete the left side required fields once again, starting with a name for the second document, which we will continue to use folio number for standardization, then grantor and grantee. Keep in mind, it is okay for each document you upload into a package to be related to different parties. Just make sure they are all the same document type. Once done, we will click Add New Doc, choose Release as the third document type, and go ahead and upload the third document. Notice also that Simplifile will show you the count of documents as you proceed. And you can revisit previously uploaded documents by using the arrows. We are now clicking Add Document to upload our fourth and final release document. Again, entering the folio number for the document. And subsequent required fields for grantor and grantee. Finally, click Done. You will then be presented a listing of all 4 documents in your package. At this point, you can review the estimated fees, choose to upload additional documents to the package, or click Submit to transmit the package to Miami-Dade County. Click this checkbox to be notified when the package is recorded or rejected. The status field lets you monitor its progress moving forward. Hopefully, this walkthrough got you started with Simplifile. If you have any questions, the Innovation and Technology Department is an email or phone call away.